Hello and welcome back to our next lecture on learning Autodesk Inventor. In this video we are going to continue with another example, and this time I've chosen a wheel. So we are going to draw this wheel here, not the tire, just the wheel. And to do that we will need the revolve tool. Then we are going to need some extrusions. We're going to cut these holes here, and then we are going to make also these details here. So it's not a very complex example, it's more simple because we are not going to go into many details. We are going to make it just very simple. Okay, so let's go and create our sketch, and in this time we are going to start from the YZ plane. Okay, now we're first gonna make a line which is gonna be the axis. Right click, hit OK. Now we're gonna align this, and we are gonna align this, this point with the center here. Okay, now we also need this point here with this point here. Okay, now this is our center of the tire, of the wheel, sorry. And now we're gonna make another part. For that we are gonna need a line. You can just start anywhere you want and give it a shape here like this. So I am going to make it first like this, then like this, and then I'm gonna make it, let's say, okay, like this, and like this. No, this is not what I wanted to do. Let's just escape that. I'm gonna delete this line here. Go ahead and delete it, and then I'm gonna make it something like this. Okay, and now I'm gonna start closing it. It's not all that important how you do this, because the wheels always depends on the manufacturer, so not all wheels are the same, so you don't worry. If yours it's not like your cars. Okay, I'm just going to fix these lines here some more, and this a little bit like this. So I think this is just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that, and I'm gonna leave it like this because if we do and make constraints, it will take us just too much time. Okay, now what we're gonna do next, we're gonna take the revolve option here. The profile is already selected. Now we just need to choose the axis. I think the profile is not selected. Okay, now we have this ring right here. I think this is just the perfect distance from the axis. You have to take care of that because I didn't give a dimension, but it seems just fine to be like this. I think it's just fine. Okay, I'm gonna go and click OK here, and now we have this ring right here. Now what we're gonna do next, let's go and take a look of our wheel here. Now we need to make these parts here, but in order to do that I'm gonna do another revolve, and let's just see if we can make a plane here. And like I said, first I'm gonna make a revolve option. So I'm gonna start, let's go home first to see. You can start in any plane you want. You can either choose the XY or the XZ or the YZ, but not this plane here. You can either choose this one or this one. Let's choose this one. Okay, start new sketch. Now I click Slice Graphics, and okay, now we can create that inner part. And yet again I'm gonna use a line, but now I'm gonna use this type of line here, and we will make this project. And now I'm gonna start. Okay, let's start from this point here. Let's make it something like this. Oh, and I forgot, I need also a center line here, because when you always do a revolve option, you will need always a center line. Now we can go and make our detail. You can just make any design you want. I'm just gonna leave this for now, and I'm gonna do another one for the other side. Oops. But this needs to be closed, otherwise it won't actually make a revolve. Let's zoom out and see what we have here. Okay, this looks good. Now I'm gonna fix this a little bit, and I think this is just fine if we leave it like this. Okay, you can play with that around as you wish. It's not very important, but later on you can change the design if you don't like it. Okay, now I'm gonna try and make another revolve here, and I'm gonna choose the axis here. I think we got a problem here. We will have to check it again, because there are actually too many lines here and this is all messed up. We need to delete this line. We need to delete this line. I think I should delete that too. This too. And now I have I must connect this one and this one. I'm just gonna make a simple line from here to here, and I hope that they are connected here. The same goes for this one and this one. Select this and this, this and this. Okay, now I hope that they are connected. Let's go and try the revolve option. Select this, select the axis, and now as you can see it works very well. Okay, let's go and click OK. And now we are going to actually make these holes right here, this kind of a design. I hope I can do it like this. So it has a triangle shape. Then I'm going to use some fillets, and then when I make an extrusion, I'm going to use a circular pattern to make the other 4 holes. Okay, now what I need to do here is to create a plane, and I'm going to make a plane tangent to the surface. First I'm going to select this side, and then I'm going to select this surface here. So now I can go and start a new sketch here. Okay, so let's take a look one more time. As you can see, we first have a circle and then we have this hole. So let's make the circle, shall I make this big? I think I should leave it like this. Okay, and as you might notice, this is just a little bit over this. So it's almost touching the inner circle here. And so let's make this detail right here. Okay, now I'm gonna project this. Let's just see which line it was. Yeah, I think it was this one. Okay, now let's go and make that design. First I'm gonna make a line like this, and I am going to make 2 more lines like this and another one like this here. And I actually will attach them to the circle. I will explain later why. And let's make these symmetrical. And now I can say that I have my desired shape. Let's click finish, and now I am going to use the extrude option. I'm going to select this one, but this time we are going to cut, and I will choose the distance to, let's make it to the side here. Alright, click OK and see what we got. It looks like a slice of pizza. Let's make this invisible and see. Okay, it looks very good. Now, why I made it like this? Because we can now make a fillet. We can select a fillet here. We can select a fillet here. And we can select another one here. Alright. But as you can see here, we have also a fillet around this here. So I'm gonna make a fillet, let's say here and here. And now it looks just perfect. Okay, so what do we need to do next to make the other 5? Okay, just go and make the circular pattern. Let's select our feature. We have the extrude feature and of course the fillet. Now we choose the rotational axis. Just choose a random axis. Give it the number. Okay, we want it to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5, not 6, but 5. But I think it will look better if we make 6. I don't know, but I think it's better. Okay, let's try it with 5, then we can later on edit on that. Okay, so here are 5 holes. I should have made the holes bigger, but I will just going to make 6, not 5, because 6 then it looks much more better. Okay, so here is our wheel. Now what we need to do next is we need to make this little hole right here. So how are we gonna do that? It's very simple. Just go make this plane visible again because we need that. Let's go check visibility and let's start a new sketch here. Choose a circle. Let's make it almost as big as this. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. And now I'm gonna make another extrusion. I'm gonna choose the other direction. I'm not gonna cut all of it, but I'm going to manually change it. I'm gonna leave it. Let's see this right view here. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. Click OK. Oh no, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to make a cut. Okay, now it's better. So now we have this hole here, and this will be invisible. Okay, so we have full balls here. We can add these details if we wanted, but I don't know why these were. Let's just go and make them. Okay. Let's make a circle. Like this, okay. Now we make an extrusion here. Okay, first we need to finish it. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Let's make it 2 millimeters. Hit OK. Now we have another smaller circle. Let's make it 1. Hit OK. Now what do we have else? We have these little dots. I just don't know why they are for. Okay, I won't make these because I don't know why they are. Just let's just make the holes for the bolts, because we cannot add the bolts because we are on the part mode. If we were to add bolts, we would need to make an assembly, but we are going to discuss that later on. Okay, so let's make just 4 simple holes. I'm going to start a new sketch here, and I'm going to make just a hole. Let's give it a diameter of 4 millimeters. Finish the sketch. Now I'm going to extrude. I'm going to make a cut. I'm going to make it all and hit OK. Now I have this hole, and I'm going to make another circular pattern. Select the feature, rotational axe, any axe you want, and choose the number. In this case I have only 4, and there it is. We can add here some chamfer if you want. Let's make here a chamfer, not that big, and we'll make just smaller. Let's make it 1. Okay, let's make it even smaller. Let's make it 0.6. Okay, this looks good. So that's basically it. Oh, we forgot to make these details right here. So let's go and just make this. Now we have to make again this work plane visible. Let's just go and make it visible. Let's rotate this a little bit here. Okay, now we're gonna make that detail. Let's select how are we gonna make that? Okay, let's just make it by using the center line. First, let's make a center line here. And I will make an SP line here. And now I'm going to use the mirror tool. I'm going to select this, then the mirror line, click apply, and hit done. Let's finish this, and I'm going to make yet another extrusion. I'm going to choose the cut option, select this profile and this profile here, and the distance shall be not very big. Let's make it 1. Okay, I think this is good. And now we have this detail right here, which looks very good. And now we make another circular pattern, select this feature, and you just select the rotational axis and make sure that you have six samples and just hit OK. Now we have this. Alright, it looks much better with this. It actually don't look like the original wheel because we made six samples, 6 circular patterns, but anyway it looks pretty cool. Alright, so now we're just going to give it a nice color. Let's go and choose some good color here. Let's make sure it is all selected. Now let's try this. No, I think this will be just perfect. And this looks actually good. You can choose any color if you any color you want, but it looks very good. Okay, so I think this is it. You can go and edit the backside, but the backside is not very important because you will never be able to see the backside of a wheel in a car unless you remove it from your car. So we're not gonna stop on that. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you in the next lecture. Goodbye.